Hello everybody, my name is Nick and you're watching for the latest unboxing video of the Fuji X-A3 mirrorless camera. Now this is an entry-level camera, and what's new about this camera is it has a new sensor and it has a new touchscreen. Now firstly, when we open the box we have an instruction manual, warranty card and things like that. Now here we have now this is a lens. This is a Fujifilm lens. As you can see, this is a 16 to 50 millimeter lens, and it comes with the lens hood. We'll get to it later. Then here we have a camera, again something that we will come back to. But firstly, here we have this is a battery charger. Now here we have a battery, and here we have an adapter for the European socket, and then here we have a USB cable. This is a USB 2.0, and obviously here we have a neck strap. Okay, so now let's get to the important bit, and that's obviously camera. Now this is a new Fujifilm camera. It has a new sensor and it has a touch screen. This camera has a 24 megapixel APS-C sensor with 1.5 crop factor. It has ISO range of 200 to 6400, but it can be extended to go from 100 to 25,600. It has AF system in which you can use 49 AF points in single AF mode, but in wide or touch or in tracking you can use 77 AF points. It has a 3-inch flip screen which can be flipped at 180 degrees. It's obviously a touch screen. It has a full HD at 60 frames per second. That's highest. Obviously it has 24 frames per second as well, and it has a stereo microphone, which means that if you are running gun type of shooter, or if you want to shoot vlogs or something like that, you can actually look at yourself while recording and be able to just put everything in the right place. Now, as I said, this is an entry-level mirrorless camera, but because you do have a stereo microphone and Full HD at 60 frames per second, it's probably going to be pretty good at video as well. It has a maximum shutter speed at 1/4000, but it can use 1/32,000 with the electronic shutter. It can shoot 6 frames per second, and it uses SD cards, and the battery will last for about 110 shots. This is information by SIPA, so in the real life it's probably gonna be a little bit more. Now here goes the battery and the SD card, and obviously we have a shotgun mount. Then on this camera you also do have pop-up flash, which is quite nice, even if you are gonna use it just as a means of activating the different flash. Now here you have a mode dial. Here you have a manual, aperture, shutter, priority, program mode and others. Here is an on and off switch. Then here you have a function button. Here you have one dial, here one dial. Here one is probably going to be used for the aperture, the other one is going to be used for your exposure. Here you have a few commands as well, but because you do have a touch screen, this is going to be a quite a bit easier camera to use. Now the lens with which it comes, it's a variable aperture lens. which means that it has 3.5 aperture at the 16 millimeters and 5.6 aperture at 50 millimeters. And this is what it looks like when you fully extend the lens. As you can see, this is really a quite small camera, and it's really not that chunky. The top of the camera seems to be built of metal, while the rest of the camera seems to be built of the plastic, but it seems to be relatively good kind of plastics. You're watching Photolit. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. And until the next time, goodbye.